Welcome to Star Citizen and the XXL guide for the camera settings and ReShade.
Point at the map and we'll get there somehow. The sky ain't falling, let's get out of this town. Our time is vital and we're making it count. Doing what we can to show them who we are now.
In this guide, you will learn everything about the different camera options, how you can use them for you and what possibilities Star Citizen can offer you.
Okay. Don't aim for the clouds, we gotta shoot for the stars. We got tonight.
And in the second part, we will show you how to use the free and optional graphics modification ReShade for Star Citizen. And thus get a completely free hand in the graphic design and artistic possibilities. We start with the basic camera control, which is only marginally different on foot or in vehicles and ships. The F4 key takes us to the exterior view, whereby there is an additional graduated variant on foot. By pressing the Z key or on European keyboards the Y key, we can freely rotate the camera in the exterior view with the aid of the mouse or another input device. With a combination of the F4 key and the arrow keys we can move the camera, although we can only move it within a limited maximum radius. We can move the camera up and down with the page up and down key, or on European keyboards with the picture up and picture down key. Once we have found the camera position that we want to save, we can do this with the combination of the F4 key and the num key on the numpad, where after holding a combination for 3 seconds, we save the respective view to one of the number keys. And a so stored camera position we can recall by a simple pressure with the key combination F4 as well as the respective number key. This also allows various camera combinations. To reset the camera position to the default, we can use the combination F4 and the star key, which is the key above the number 9 on the numpad.
Show me what you got, you think you're able to keep up with me. And if we're side by side, they'll never even be ready.
And with this we have already completed the basic camera functions, which by the way you can also find clearly and compactly on the PDF available for free download via the Discord link.
I know I got this. Just watch me do this.
But of course there is much more we can do with the in-game camera as well as the graphic options, which brings us to the advanced possibilities.
Do this. I know I got this. Just watch me do this.
Here we go into depth of field, image focusing, the extended camera angle as well as some tricks in detail.
Oh, just watch me do this. They call me crazy cause I'm facing all my giants. They try to scare me into thinking I can fight it. They tell me I should never even think of trying. But that's just me, I'm gonna live out in defiance.
With the field of view, or FOV for short, which we can select with the familiar F4 key, which we basically need, as well as the minus and plus keys on the numpad, we have the option of adjusting our viewing angle in more specialized way.
Yeah, I think I like it. Oh, 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 I think I like it. Yeah, 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 I think I like it. Oh, oh, oh.
Once we have found a suitable camera angle for us, we can use the depth of field to create a blur effect in the background or foreground. The combination of the F4 key with the home and end key, or on European keyboards the pause 1 and end key, is decisive.
Me run right past, you'll never see it coming. Now's my time and I won't hesitate. Now's my time and I won't hesitate.
Hereby we achieve that the background becomes blurred and the image focus is directed to the foreground.
Say to come out.
And by combining different camera positions, depth of field, distances, which we can store at the num keys, we have almost unlimited possibilities with our camera. But of course, there are some tips and tricks how you can increase the camera positions and especially the maximum distances even more. And also in the area of background blur, it is advisable to consider some points to achieve the best possible effect. My tip for this is to first use the field of view setting to get as close as possible to your target object, which should ultimately be sharp. Then increase the depth of field to the maximum and then reduce the blur until your actual target is in focus. It is recommended to use the mouse wheel when zooming. But now we come to the maximum range, with which you can bring some more meters of distance between your target and the camera. To do this, first zoom out to the maximum possible distance using the field of view settings, and then use the arrow keys to zoom out to the maximum distance. And finally, you use the mouse wheel again to zoom out a few more meters.
Catch me if you can. We're renegades.
And as mentioned, you can find all buttons from the basic settings to the advanced camera options in the bilingual, clear and free PDF guide, which you can download via the link in the video description on our Discord. To see the download channel, you have to accept the Discord rules with a click in the arrival area.
Always ready if they put up a fight. I'll run, I'll climb, we'll outshine. You will run and think it's worth it to try. So listen up, I'm calling you bluff, calling you bluff.
We come to the second part of the guide, where we get with ReShade a free possibility to customize our graphics extensively. Especially for Star Citizen, there are still some customization necessary, but we will go into them during the installation. On reshade.me we get the download for the latest version. But first, a clear hint: by using ReShade, your FPS values in the game can deteriorate significantly. The use is therefore at your own risk. We have downloaded the setup file. We select the starcitizen.exe, which is located in your install directory, under Live and there under bin64 via the point Browse. And of course, you can also choose the PTU version. ReShade is used by many great virtual photographers for quite some time and is not forbidden by CIG, nor it is considered an intrusion into the game files. Therefore, the use of ReShade is at your own risk, but harmless at the current state. In the next installation step, we select the Direct 3D 10 option as well as the desired graphic packages, whereby the basic packages are usually sufficient. For all those who want to be artistic, there are countless possibilities here. After completing the downloads, we can edit the settings, where we get the option to display the FPS in-game, a current system clock time, as well as load a pre-made present all ready to start. Furthermore, we can set a path of the program data and made screenshots. However, the compatibility of ReShade with Star Citizen is not automatically given, since we must still rename a file here, so that ReShade functions also with the current play version perfectly and problem-free. And on the optional ready-made presets, which I would recommend you in any case, especially if you use ReShade for the first time, we come again in detail with appropriate download options. First, we go into the most important step to start the program with Star Citizen at all. For this, we go again into our installation directory, in our case the live version, under the subfolder bin64. There we find the file dxgi.dll, which we simply copy. This copy of the DLL file we rename in the next step in d3d11.dll to make a compatibility with the ReShade. The renamed DLL file we save again in the original directory under bin64. Without this file, ReShade will not be activated, so by simply moving this file as well as the ReShade folder, you can easily and quickly disable the start of the extension. And with this step, the installation of ReShade is already finished, and when starting the game, you will see directly in the loading screen that ReShade with the appropriate shaders is loading into the game. However, as mentioned, still to the pre-made presets, which you can also download from the ReShade homepage, and there under Presets. After a search for Star Citizen, you will get several hits, whereby it is a matter of taste which one you like the most. As an example, we take the preset from Schwedz, which was last updated in February this year. Here we download a simple text file, which contains the configuration of the program, as well as a short instruction, which shaders are needed for this. Normally, all shaders are already included in the standard. So we have everything to start the program in the game, and to go into the basic configuration. Already at the start of the game, we see that ReShade is loaded into the game. After we have reached the main menu, we can open the ReShade in-game menu in the game by default by pressing the Home key, or the Pause 1 key on European keyboards. Here we have several options and diverse setting possibilities, whereby I would recommend beginners to load only prefabricated presets, and here then to activate or deactivate some options over the boxes. We simply select a previously downloaded text file, where the basic settings of this preset are automatically set up, and we don't have to do any further settings. Therefore, we do not go into advanced options, more detailed options and possibilities to further individualize single areas in this guide. Because this can lead to crashes or complications in the game if the configuration is wrong or the settings are wrong. Therefore, we leave it at our preset and draw a visual comparison where you can decide for yourself whether ReShade is worth it for you. At least you should be aware that you will pay for this with a significant performance loss, ultimately FPS, if you use various shaders and options extensively. In our case, we have on average 10 to 15 FPS less when using ReShade. However, it can be worthwhile for content creators, virtual photographers, or lovers of the highest possible graphic quality to use this option, even if only partially, in order to significantly upgrade the already visual impressive Star Citizen. And to show the graphical differences between ReShade and the standard version, here are some comparisons. And as mentioned, it is enough to copy the ReShade folder as well as the d3d11.dll files from the game directory should you not want to use ReShade in the game. I hope you liked the video and leave me a like and maybe even a subscribe here. With the multiple camera options in the game, offer virtual photographers, content creators and screenshot hunters multiple opportunities to produce high quality and extremely beautiful images and recordings. Here it has also become clear where the nickname Screenshot Generator has the origin. And with ReShade we get further the possibility to improve the graphics again, although I would advise against their permanent use, because the performance losses are clear. But as always, I'm interested in your opinions on the subject. What do you think of ReShade and the guide? Feel free to write me in the comments. And as always, the most important at the end, a big thank you to our Patreons, channel members and Twitch subscribers. Without you, this would not be possible in this form. You are a huge motivation. Thank you for your support, guys. You rock! And of course, there will be extensive giveaways again this month. How you can participate and what to expect, you can see in the following announcement trailer. I say goodbye until next time. See you soon. And as always, see you in the verse.